Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Raised by Wolves, Season 2. So, as always, I'm going to give it the good, the bad, and the furry. If you remember the end of Season 1, you will realize that there is furry in Season 2. And I would say that there's even creepier type of furry in this one. Really, one might also argue more scaly than furry. But anywho, so yeah, there is some in there. Moving on to the good and bad. So if you haven't seen my review of Season 1, go check that out. I'll put the link in the description below. But basically, long story short, Season 1 was good for the first 6 episodes, and then went like bonkers off the wall fucking crazy for the last 2 episodes. You're like, what the fuck just happened? If you liked the wackadoo direction that they took at the last couple episodes of Season 1, you will like Season 2, because they just keep leaning into it. So, overall, I'm going to give this a thumbs up. And the reason is because they showed you what you were expecting in Season 1 for the last couple episodes, and they're like, you know what? We have now jumped the shark, we have gone off the deep end, we have done the crazy thing, so we're just going to do more of that and even harder into it. Like, hey, there's now magically a whole colony of humans just on the other side of the planet, and they're allowing themselves to be controlled by a machine. And you know, I liked the first few episodes of the first season because it was like, hey, I could imagine this being like a modern telling of an actual person being raised by actual wolves, but now you just put it in a sci-fi setting. That's kind of neat. With this one, it just really leans into the like, are atheists right? Or are true believers in a God right? Stay tuned to find out more. And I'm just like, it was interesting, but not what I was hoping for this series to go through. So I honestly don't know what I was wanting from this series after episode 6 of Season 1, which is why I'm giving this a thumbs up, because you know what? Now that I've just come to terms with it, that like, that's the direction this show is going, it does well with going that direction. So it takes them a while, but they explain a couple things that I felt they didn't explain in the first season. Don't expect them to answer all the questions in this, like, how did that come to be? Why is that like that? They're not going to answer all the questions, but I do feel like they did a pretty good job of answering some things and using like hyper modern but limited technology with the, you know, colony that they're on. So I thought they did a good job of that. The CGI, still excellent in here. I thought that the makeup, I'm going to call that, like the prosthetic makeup, a couple times was, like it was good, but like I just expected better because of how good the rest of the show was. But also a couple times watching this, I'm like, man, you gotta wonder, like, there gotta be somebody on set whose whole job is just to squeegee off the robot's body that is like their jumpsuit thing, because that shit is always shiny. And it's like, you've been trekking through the woods or the seaport or whatever you call it. Like, you've been moving around. Everyone else is dirty as fuck, and you're over here glistening. How? And I like to think that it's because for budget, they're just like, yeah, it looks like a jumpsuit. But in reality, it's a self-cleaning squeegee thingy that just constantly keeps them looking spick and span. So, yeah, I like Father in this one, and then the dude who went a little crazy and kind of reminded me of King Arthur, like that guy. He was still in this, and I liked his character even more now because I think that they did a good job of explaining some things, and then like he had some development along with the other people. I think that a couple of the things that they did, again, I didn't agree with in terms of like who they bring in or who they, I'm going to say, move off of the series. But overall, I think that this, for whatever fucking direction they're going in, they are doing it well. I don't understand why they're doing this when Raised by Wolves, like that, that made more sense to me the first 6 episodes. But you know, they, like I said, they are going in that direction, and they're just working it, and they're coming up with some explanations for it. So, yeah, overall, thumbs up. I don't know, really don't know if I'll tune into season 3 because, on the one hand, like, the directions weird me out and is just, but at the same time, I kept wanting to see the next episode. I don't understand it. Like, I wanted to see what was happening. So I connect with these characters in some way that I care about what happens to them as time goes on. And there's not like an inherently good or inherently bad aspect because everybody's doing what they believe in. And I appreciate that. I like when there's good writing like that. So I don't know if I'll watch season 3 of this, but I think I might, even though I don't know why. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Let me know what you thought of either season 1 or season 2, if you've seen it, in the comments down below. Alrighty, that's really all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.